This video will show you how to replace the engine oil and filter on a Chrysler Town Country with a 3.8 liter engine. Make sure you have 5 quarts of 520 oil and a brand new oil filter. Let's get into it. The first thing we want to make sure is you have a brand new engine oil filter, you're going to be replacing it, and 5 quarts of brand new 520 motor oil. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. Up along the top of the engine, we can see our valve cover and we can see our engine oil cap. Along the top of it, it tells us exactly what type of oil to use, 5W20. Go ahead and turn that counterclockwise. We can remove that and temporarily set it aside. At this point, let's make our way safely under the front of the vehicle. So as we make our way under the front of the vehicle, we can see our engine oil pan. We're looking for our drain plug. We'll use a 17mm to start turning this counterclockwise to remove it. Of course, I do have hand and eye protection and a collection receptacle because I'm going to be recycling all that fluid properly. A quick note about removing this drain plug. You want to try to remove it slowly. If you pull it out fast, the fluid will come out at an angle and potentially miss the bucket. Just be aware of that. So I'm using a 17mm ratchet wrench for this. Just a quick inspection of that drain plug and gasket. We'll set it aside. Let's go ahead and let this fully drain into our collection receptacle. Let's go ahead and install our drain plug. Now that I have that snug, I'm going to torque it to 20 foot-pounds. Go ahead and clean up any mess in this area, so once we're done, you can double check for leaks. Now that we have everything torqued, we're making our way to here. We're going to start removing our engine oil filter. Now typically you could take hold of it and spin it by hand counterclockwise. If you find you have a hard time turning it, you can also use an oil filter wrench. Of course, we have our collection receptacle under this area. Now there is oil in here. Now, of course, the engine oil filter is covered in oil. Let's make sure it does not slip out of our hands. We want to make sure we collect and recycle all fluid properly. Go ahead and empty that into your collection receptacle. Now we're focusing on the mounting point here. As far as this is concerned, we're wiping it down using a clean rag. We don't need to use any types of detergent. When wiping this, we're paying attention for pre-existing gasket from the original oil filter or any miscellaneous debris. A couple oil drips really isn't a big deal. Now let's have a quick look at our brand new engine oil filter. We're using some clean motor oil and lubricating the sealing ring. Let's get this in place. We'll bottom this out by hand. Continue on with your engine oil filter wrench. Let's continue on another 1/16 of a turn. Not very much, we just want to make sure it's secure. Just make sure that that's nice and tight, it does not loosen. We'll clean any mess in this area, one last quick inspection, and we can make our way back up inside the engine compartment. As far as this sealant is concerned, we want to make sure it dries before installing motor oil. Up inside the engine compartment, we'll use a funnel. We can add our 5 quarts of 520 oil directly into this port. And let's reinstall our engine oil cap. Make sure that's nice and tight. We'll clean any mess in this area. Now the next thing we have to do is hop inside the passenger compartment. You're going to start the vehicle, let it run for at least 10 seconds. After that, we'll go ahead and turn off the engine, make our way back out here to the engine oil dipstick. Now I finished running the vehicle. I'm on a flat level surface. We can check the engine oil level. We're removing our engine oil dipstick. Now once you have it out of the engine, just go ahead and wipe it off. We're going to take a quick look at the very end. Now looking at this, approximately where my thumb is, we can see that there's a small hatched area. That's exactly where our engine oil level needs to be. So what we're going to do is reinstall the engine oil dipstick. We'll remove it and then inspect to make sure we are at that level. If we're a little low, you need to add some. If for some reason you're above the hatched line, you need to drain some out. 5 quarts should be just enough. As you can tell, my level is perfect. Let's go ahead and wipe this off one last time and reinstall it. Make sure that's secured all the way down. Okay, friend, we finished our job. Now at this point, some trim models will have a reset procedure for the engine oil life monitor. You'd want to complete that process. Other vehicles may not. Aside from that, make sure you clean any mess, double check for leaks, close the hood, take your vehicle for a road test. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.